Intro music. Host. Good morning, sports fans. It's another glorious day here at Four-Year Starters Daily Lineup, the podcast that brings you the juiciest headlines and the hottest takes from the world of sports. I'm your host, Mark the Mamba Michaels, and today, we've got a lineup that's sure to get your adrenaline pumping. But before we dive into the action, let's kick things off with a fun fact about today, July 19th. Fun fact music cue. Host. Did you know that on this day in 1992, the Summer Olympics kicked off in Barcelona, Spain? It was a truly historic moment, as the Olympic flame was lit by none other than archer Antonio Rebollo, who expertly shot a flaming arrow into the cauldron. Talk about a grand slam start to the games. Fun fact music fade out. Host. Now let's move on to our first story of the day, which is sure to have soccer fans worldwide buzzing. Story 01 takes us to the thrilling world of women's soccer, as the U.S. women's national team, affectionately known as the USWNT, is favored to win their third consecutive Women's World Cup. They've been dominating the field, but they'll face some formidable opponents who are hungry for victory. It's going to be a real nail-biter, folks. Sports crowd cheering. Host. And on deck we have Story 11. A topic that has baseball enthusiasts on the edge of their seats. Shohei Ohtani, the talented two-way player for the Los Angeles Angels, has had fans and analysts alike debating whether the team should keep him or trade him. Ohtani's future hangs in the balance, and it's a decision that could have ripple effects throughout the league. Will the Angels play the field or keep this rising star in their lineup? Stay tuned to find out. Exciting drum roll. Host. That wraps up our lineup for today, folks. We've got a thrilling match in women's soccer and a tough decision to be made in baseball, so grab your popcorn, buckle up, and get ready for a wild ride. As always, we'll bring you the latest updates, the most passionate debates, and the sports metaphors that'll knock your socks off. This is Mark the Mamba Michaels signing off, reminding you to keep your eye on the ball and stay in the game. Outro music fade out. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up and brace yourselves for a wild ride through the latest headlines in the world of sports. It's time to dive into the action and leave no stone unturned. So, without further ado, let's kick off this podcast segment with a bang. Story number 1 takes us straight to the heart-pounding excitement of the NFL preseason. As teams gather and report for training camp, the anticipation builds for what promises to be an electrifying upcoming season. The athletes are strapping on their helmets, tightening their laces, and getting ready to unleash their full potential on the gridiron. The stage is set, and the countdown begins. But hold on tight, folks, because story number 2 takes us down a different path. Former Northwestern football players are stepping up to the plate, filing lawsuits against the university and its leaders. Allegations of hazing, abuse, and discrimination within the football program have come to light, shining a harsh spotlight on the darker side of the sport. These players are seeking justice, determined to bring about change and ensure a safer, more inclusive future for all athletes. And now, let's switch gears and head over to the world of golf with story number 3. Jon Rahm, a shining star on the PGA Tour, has a unique perspective on loyalty and compensation. In a surprising twist, Rahm believes that players who have remained loyal to the tour should not expect financial rewards. Instead, he expresses deep gratitude towards the tour for the opportunities it has provided. It's a refreshing take on the business side of sports, reminding us that sometimes loyalty is its own reward. Whew, what a whirlwind of stories we've covered today. From the adrenaline-fueled NFL preseason to the battle for justice in college football and the gratitude of a professional golfer, these headlines have taken us on a roller coaster ride of emotions. So, my fellow sports enthusiasts, stay tuned for more thrilling tales from the world of sports. Until next time, keep your chin up, your eye on the ball, and never stop chasing your dreams. The United States women's national team, USWNT, is the frontrunner to clinch an unprecedented third consecutive Women's World Cup victory. However, they will face formidable competition from other strong teams in the tournament. With odds of plus 250, The USWNT is heavily favored to secure the prestigious trophy once again. The 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup will be held in Australia and New Zealand, featuring a record-breaking 32 teams vying for the title. In addition to betting on the overall winner of the World Cup, sports enthusiasts can explore various other betting options. From predicting the outcome of individual games to placing bets on specific players like Megan Rapinoe, online sportsbooks such as BetRivers and DraftKings offer a range of wager types to cater to different preferences. Understanding the different betting odds and wager types is crucial for anyone interested in sports betting. It is essential to shop around for the best odds and consider the type of wagering one wishes to engage in. For instance, FanDuel allows bettors to wager on the outcome of each game, while DraftKings offers a wide array of prop bets throughout the tournament. Despite being the favorites, the USWNT faces stiff competition from other strong teams aiming to dethrone them. The tournament promises fierce competition, with teams from around the world vying for the coveted title. Spectators can expect thrilling matches and outstanding performances throughout the event. As the 2023 Women's World Cup approaches, fans and bettors alike eagerly anticipate the exhilarating action on the pitch. Whether it's placing bets on the USWNT or predicting the top goal scorer, the World Cup offers plenty of excitement and numerous opportunities for sports betting enthusiasts. The Los Angeles Angels are facing a crucial decision within the next 2 weeks regarding the future of Shohei Ohtani, their star player. Ohtani is set to become a free agent after the season, and the trade deadline on August 1st presents an opportunity for the Angels to either trade him or keep him. While the team has struggled in recent weeks, they are still in contention for a wild card spot, making it a viable strategy to keep Ohtani and push for a postseason berth. However, the smart baseball move would likely be trading Ohtani. The Angels are currently fading in the standings, and with Mike Trout sidelined due to surgery, the team's chances of success diminish further. Additionally, letting a player of Ohtani's caliber leave as a free agent without gaining much in return would not be ideal. Ohtani himself has expressed a desire to join a contender, further suggesting that he is likely to leave in free agency. Ohtani possesses a unique set of skills as both an ace pitcher and a middle-of-the-order hitter, making him an extremely valuable asset. Trade valuation methods currently in place struggle to accurately measure his worth, and his trade value would ultimately be determined by supply and demand. If he becomes available, there would likely be a massive bidding war among teams, and it only takes one team to make an enticing offer that breaks the scale. CBS Sports has ranked the 29 non-Angels clubs based on their perceived chances of striking a deal for Ohtani. At the bottom of the list are teams such as the Athletics, Royals, Nationals, White Sox, Rockies, and Pirates. These teams are not currently in the postseason race, and while some of them may not have the necessary assets to complete an Ohtani trade, the Pirates and Nationals could potentially be in the mix. In conclusion, the Los Angeles Angels face a significant decision regarding Shohei Ohtani's future. While keeping him and making a playoff push is a viable strategy, trading him would likely be the smarter move considering the team's recent struggles and Ohtani's impending free agency. With Ohtani's unique skill set and his desire to join a contender, his trade value would be high, and a bidding war among teams is expected. The rankings by CBS Sports provide an indication of which teams are best positioned to strike a deal for Ohtani, with the Pirates and Nationals potentially being strong contenders. Upbeat music fades in. Host, and that's a wrap for another thrilling episode of 4-Year Starter. We've covered everything from buzzer beaters to Hail Mary passes, and it's been an absolute slam dunk of a show. I'm your host, host's name, and I want to thank you all for joining us today. Exciting crowd cheers in the background. Host, but before we say goodbye, we have a little something to share with all you die-hard fans out there. Are you ready for some extra innings? Well, you're in luck because four-year starter is not just a one-game season. We're here to stay. Upbeat music fades in host. So if you want to stay in the game and never miss a thrilling episode, make sure to follow us on social media. That's right, folks. Connect with us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook to get exclusive behind-the-scenes content, game highlights, and the latest updates on all your favorite sports. Exciting crowd cheers again. Host. And hey, we want to hear from you too. Your support and feedback mean the world to us. So drop us a line, send us your thoughts, and let us know what kind of sports topics you want us to tackle in the future. We're here to serve you, the true MVPs of our podcast. Upbeat music fades in. Host. Now, before we wrap things up, I want to remind you to check back with us tomorrow. We have an electrifying lineup of guests and topics coming your way. Trust me when I say you won't want to miss it. It's going to be like a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, a game-winning touchdown pass in the final seconds, or a game-winning goal in overtime. Yep, that good. Exciting crowd cheers once more. Host. So, mark your calendars, set those reminders, and make sure you're in the front row for tomorrow's episode. Remember, champions are made by showing up. And you, my friend, are a champion. Upbeat music reaches its peak and fades out. Host, thank you all for being part of the four-year starter team. We appreciate your support, your love for sports, and your dedication to the game. Until next time, keep cheering, keep striving, and keep being the true sports enthusiasts that you are. Exciting crowd cheers one final time. Host, this is Host's name, signing off, and reminding you to stay in the game. Goodbye, everyone. Music fades out.